waiting. How did you guys know I was gonna go live? Did you see the Batman logo in the sky? Like a superhero is about to go live. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Batman, he got that little thing in the sky when he's called upon. Cool. What's up, Rocket Dog, Cry Pro? Thank you guys for joining. Do share the link in the various chats if you have not already. We're going to be talking about a very, it's becoming a hot topic, to be honest. I see people on Twitter, they're asking, oh, what's SHNT? What's Sats Hunter's ordinal? Who's behind it? Is the guy doxed? Etc., etc. Bro, let me just start this off by saying this. Let me prelude with this. There isn't a more doxed person right now in the space called Francis Dune, right? My first and my damn last name. I've been here for 6 years. I'm not just showing up yesterday or last week or last month or last year like what you guys may be used to. I've been on this platform for about 6 years straight, going strong. Took a little break off camera to build and to cook something up, and this is what this is about here. So I am delivering on what we first started off on, right? Started out to do, rather. So yeah, this is me here. So if you don't know me, my name is Francis Dune. That is my real name. I got none to hide. I just wanted to shed more light on what the SHNT Pumpamentals is, because this is something that we carefully planned out, not only from a technological standpoint, but also from the Pumpamentals, okay? It's one thing to have a BRC20 token, guys, that has utility. You're like, that's far and in between to find that. But to have one that's carefully planned out with the right utility, it's baked into the right thing, which is an inscription tool that is used the most common within the entire field, right? So if you're in the ordinal space, what do you do the most? Well, you inscribe the most, okay? So those are two one-hit combos. We got utility. Okay, well, what's the utility? Is it something that you use once a week? Is it kind of like, it's not real everyday utility, most of these things out there, but kudos to them, at least they added utility, right? I'm talking about the other 5% of BRC20 tokens out there, but what we did was we added utility to something that you use the most in the damn space, okay? Those are those 2 points, utility, and what is the utility tied into? We just went over that. Well, the third aspect of that, ladies and gentlemen, is, does it have pumpamentals? You know what I mean? So a lot of people might say this, and do smash the like buttons, I appreciate it. Some people might say this, well, oh, it's great tech, it does this, it does that. That's nice and all, and we appreciate your efforts, right? Whoever created that thing. But sometimes that's not enough, and it doesn't go, past the barrier. So I want to explain to you guys what we have drawn up here in a couple of minutes as more people roll in. Once again, drop your comments right now, so once I'm done explaining, I could answer your questions, and I'm sure you guys will have more questions regarding the content too. So while I'm speaking, feel free to do that, and I'll be more than happy to answer it in real time as well. If you're watching the replay, smash a like, drop a comment. I do respond. I see somebody says, SHNT baby, you know how we do it. Smash the like buttons, guys. Please, appreciate it. Let's get this video out there. I actually spent some time in the Discord yesterday and this morning. We covered these things, and trust me, this live stream is not going to waste your time, okay? I don't like to waste people's time. Time is money, and money is time. My new currency is time. And what I'm trying to say is, I feel you, and I'm not going to waste your time, okay? Now, since that throat clearing is out the way, let's first start off with probably the first Pumpamental. Well, in the BRC20 world that we live in here, right, a lot of people think that how Bitcoin doesn't have any much capabilities to implement like these other chains, such as smart contracts, right? And when you have a smart contract, you can also do much more automated things. So people just stop there, they turn around, and then, they just don't really give it a full effort. If you guys been following the channel, you know what we created, and that was the chaining aggregated protocol, which now allows you to inscribe transfer tokens and also make payments in a 2-block transfer experience. So normally you gotta wait 4 blocks for this. Create the transfer inscription, wait for that to arrive after 2 blocks, then you can go and issue out your tokens to whatever wallet. Okay, with us, hey, if you want to inscribe, guess what? Well, it's only going to be 2 blocks. It's just like sending Bitcoin. Okay, so that's what we have created here. We have dug deeper, and we are pushed the barriers of the laws of Bitcoin. Well, I shouldn't say Bitcoin, the laws of the BRC20 standard, and we have unearthed this. Okay, and I've showed that in my last video. Okay, so we got some people here, and I'm going to start now. Smash the like buttons if you're now joining. Okay, so what is the Pumpamentals behind the SHNT BRC20 token? Okay, I'll just briefly repeat what we went over for the people who just joined. Now, it's great to have utility, but it's even greater to have that utility tied into something that's going to be used the most in the space, and that's accessible in a ubiquitous way every single day. Okay, so that's an inscription tool. Cool. Now, how do you drive something up? Price. How do you make this even more interesting than what we already did? Okay, because I'm a perfectionist and that could work against me in some instances, but I try to put my best foot forward. And number one, we need to cause demand here. How do we strike and cause demand? Well, you need somebody or some sort of user base to need something to get what they want. Okay, and how do you make that happen? Well, with us in our particular case, the inscription tool is going to provide people 60% discounts if they choose SHNT to pay at checkout opposed to Bitcoin. Now, obviously, anybody would want to get Bitcoin, right? Hey, if you want to give us your Bitcoin, go ahead. That's still already competitive compared to what's already out there, right? When you look at Unisat, you look at Ordinal's bot, what have you, we already are more competitive than them in the Bitcoin fees alone. So if you want to choose for that, you're not going to lose either. But since we want to incentivize you to use SHNT, you're going to get 60% off. And every time you inscribe a particular inscription, right, the service fees is 60% off. So why would you not want to do that? And that just makes all the economic sense in the world. So now you're saving 60% on fees. Now, why is this important? Because we all know how you calculate your gains. I made a good video on this. Your gains are calculated on how much you pay in fees. And if I can reduce that by 60% in the service fee category, well, hey, I'm saving you money, which now means your entry price for these particular BRC20 mints is smaller, which means what? As that token goes up, if you got into a good one, your multiplier goes up even more. Okay, and I can actually calculate that for you guys after. So once people start to use our tool and they start to get this smooth user experience with paying with BRC20s where they don't want to make any transfer inscriptions and they're getting 60% off, it's one thing to hear it, but I could show you better than I could tell you. So we are conducting our beta testing right now for our tool, and once that's complete, we're going to go live, and we're expecting this to be a week to 2 max, if not before. So you guys will be able to experience this on your own time, and see what I'm saying firsthand. So what does payments do? When I have something, I have money. Where's my wallet? I got shitcoin money. This is shitcoin dollars, right? This is trash. When I got money and I gotta pay for something like a coffee, okay, I give them money, Canadian dollars, they give me a coffee. Every single day I gotta do that, right? So the same is true with us, okay? You need to forfeit your precious SHNT tokens if you want to get the 60% discount on your precious potential BRC20 mint that could bank your coin. People are going to value that. So now you gotta forfeit that. And then in order to do it again, you need to get more. So this is where the demand comes, right? So we've created that one use case. It's not a use case where it's like, I don't know, man, like whatever the hell is out there. I don't even know what garbage is out there anymore. I don't even really pay attention to much other projects. It's hard to respect much other projects, to be honest. So we have created demand because now you got to forfeit your SHNT. Cool. Now, that's cool. That's demand. What's the second use case? Because for me, one is not enough. We've also created another use case called the SHNT hodler program, okay? This particular use case does not involve you forfeiting your SHNT, but you're still subjected to tremendous benefits. Not as much as if you were to forfeit, but you're still going to get something. So pretty much, if you own a particular amount of SHNT, which is 10,000 to 19,999, we will reward you in a decentralized way, an automated way, 10% off of your inscriptions, right? So instead of getting 60%, you will get 10% off of your our service fees for your inscriptions, okay? If you have 20,000 to 29,999, you'll then be subjected to 20% discount. And lastly, if you own 30,000 SHNT or more, you're going to get 30% discount. Now, why is this fair? Because we still want to incentivize and reward hodlers because, number one, they're hodling and they're not selling, right? I mean, they can sell all they want, but to reward you for owning this amount in your wallet at the time of inscribing, our system will detect it, you get those benefits. So this gets me to, why is this part of Pumpamentals? Because there's a trifecta effect to this, so to speak. A 3-point trifecta here, okay? Think of like a triangle. Number one was the demand. How do you get the demand? You incentivize people enough to want to forfeit that something to you, and then that causes demand. Supply, demand, supply, demand. They need to get more to get what they want. That's number one. Number two, this hodler program now does something called, it stabilizes, okay? You have demand, you have stabilization, okay? So now the hodler program also gives them benefits. They don't got to do nothing. They just got to sit in their wallets. They get what they want at a cheaper price on the already discounted competitive Bitcoin fees. Okay, you guys can check it out on your own when it goes live, and people in our beta test has checked this out. Okay, so now we got the man, now we got the stabilizer. Okay, what's the third, piece that's needed here, the missing piece that's needed for this trifecta? When these payments are coming in, let me put it with this freaking trash. Well, I gotta turn this into Bitcoin or something, bro, or SHNT coin. When these payments are coming in, these SHNT payments, that is, what we're going to do here is we're going to burn the payments. So don't worry about team dumping on you. We're going to be burning these things. 75% of these SHNT payments will be burnt. So let's just say, for example, your total total cost at checkout is, with minor fees and service fees, comes up to be, I don't know, $500, right, worth of SHNT, right? You ship that over to us, cool. Guess what? 75% of that is burned. What does that work out to be? I don't know, like, we're left with about 150, so about 350 units, roughly, give or take, on top of my head, will be burnt, so on and so forth, okay? You give us 100 SHNT, 75 of those will be burnt. 1,000, right? We'll do the math. 750 units of SHNT will be burnt. So now you have a deflationary aspect to it. So now we're hitting on all freaking points like this. See what I'm saying? And that trifecta effect right there will cause it to do its thing. We are confident in this. And all of these metrics and these particular utility use cases do work flawlessly. Right? And then, I go back to the chaining aggregated protocol. Well, how else could we make this good for you guys and better? Well, we want to make it as easy as possible, okay? We want to remove any guesswork, and we want to streamline and automate it. And we're able to do that by combining the transfer inscription and the tokens you want to send out within the same block. So now all you got to wait is 2 blocks. See what I'm saying? I'll get to your question soon, Jiang, sorry. I'm not done just yet. So, since I've got your attention, and you guys somewhat understand this, how these pumpamentals work, like, guys, you gotta appreciate this. Let me just start from the beginning once again. Not only did people say real utility, that is used very loosely across the space. What do you mean? Could they sit down with you and break this down like I just have? Okay, this is what I mean. This is not just real utility. This is utility that was, things that were thought that's automated in a decentralized way that people thought couldn't happen with the BRC20 standard. Okay, and something that we invented along the way, which is the chaining aggregated to make your experience that much better. Right? I just want to get into something else about the deflationary. We actually were going to do 100%. We were going to burn 100% of SHNT. Sounds good, right? But no, we would not be doing the community any favors if we did that. And I'll tell you why. Well, one may argue, would you, like Poof Cop? What's up, Poof Cop? Thanks for joining. What's up, Wisher? I see you too. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Poof Cop says Unisat. You could buy SHNT on Unisat. The price is going up right now. I think the market is hungry for something concrete, something firm, and utility-wise. That's what I'm seeing out of this. The market is telling us, and guys, the product is not even out as yet. It's accessible privately right now to certain users in our community, which is our early, Sats Hunters members that supported us at the early phases where we just had an idea, and this was just something I said I'm going to do. And I took time off to do it, and guess what? We're about to show everybody exactly what I was doing this entire time. So why not burn 100% of these payments? And I'm all for that. One may think, well, isn't that going to make it sort of like, pump more? Because now you're burning the supply instead of actually, the rest of the tokens on well, in crypto, not BRC, what they will do is they will slowly release more tokens into the circulation, right? It'll come into circulation. We're actually slowly taking them out of circulation and burning it. We're doing the opposite, on top of all the nice stuff we already told you, right? But why not do 100%? Because I think to really take this to a whole new level, after we cause this demand and we get some volume and the trading's going up, well, we want to be on a SEX, on a centralized exchange. And what do centralized exchanges ask for? Well, they ask for tokens. But little do they know that how when you come into the world of BRC20s, there's no team tokens, there's no funds that were raised, there are no pre-mine tokens, right? There's no VCs. It's a fair mint, first come, first serve. So you sprinkle that on top of what we already just discussed about the utility. This is almost from a mechanical standpoint, okay? From an ethical standpoint, almost a perfect project. Nothing's perfect, but when I say perfect, I'm talking about from the end user, okay? Everything's fair here, everything's well thought out, it's tied into the most used thing ever in the ordinal space, which is a inscription tool. How many times have you guys inscribed, right? I bet you've inscribed more times you actually traded a BRC20 token. That's a fact. Okay, and we can get into some numbers on how you save money on this and why that's beneficial for you when it comes to making gains in the BRC20 space after. I'll just go down the live chat and see what you guys are up to, and then I'll go back to my second point. So essentially, 25% of that is, going to go apart towards future development and also listing on a SEX, hopefully, right? That's our goal. That's one of our goals. And, just to let you guys know, our ecosystem is not only going to be bounded and limited to an inscription tool. We got many updates coming for you guys in the very near future, not just the future. So do be on the lookout for that. Now, I hope this makes sense. I hope these pumpamentals, what I just went over, resonates with you. If it doesn't, let me know and I'll answer your question. And let me get to the chat here. So, Physical DMR says, yo, what's up? Thank you for joining. CryptoList says, smash that like button, everybody. Thank you, CryptoList. Let them know. Missed you, bro. Chris Taylor. What's up, Chris? Yeah, bro. You know what it is, man. In order to really move forward, bro, sometimes I gotta take time off of camera, take a little step back before I could just come marching out of the gates. So, I miss you guys too. But I think, to really offer you guys something cool and special, not just knowledge, which I'll always be doing, something more concrete like technology. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So remember the last time I took time off, what did I show you guys? It was BRC20 tokens. And here I am right now showing you guys and delivering on my promise. That's the main thing. I'm not just talking for the sake of talking and, I don't want to be one of those guys. I don't want us to be an ordinary project here, just meme coin or some crap, right? If you really look at it in the real world, it works the same way, right? When you want change, if you want real change to happen, you don't go out there with your your posters protesting on the streets. That gets you nowhere. That probably gets you arrested and probably hurt, or thrown in jail, whatever, even worse. So, throwing soup on paintings because you don't like something, right, is not going to get you anywhere. Protesting with words gets you nowhere, okay? What gets you places is scientific advancement or technology, right? Breakthroughs. Right? Technological breakthroughs is what gets us to proceed to the next big thing. Imagine if in 2008, when The Big Short happened, right? The movie was based off of that, where they manipulated the housing market, and we all know the banking system is corrupt. We all know government is all about them and their corporation friends, right? Corporate media and all, the corporations that fund the media, they work for each other. It's all this silo effect that they have. Imagine if we all start to protest instead of actually making Bitcoin. Secondary solution here, an alternate solution, like what Satoshi Nakamoto did. Imagine if Satoshi Nakamoto, he said, you know what? I'm going to go protest on the streets because this is wrong. Government is corrupt. Banks are not good. Blah, blah, blah. Well, where would we be? We would never have blockchain tech on Bitcoin or Bitcoin on blockchain tech, rather. That would not be the case. So that's a prime example on how, technology breakthroughs and scientific breakthroughs is where it's at. This is true here, right? Like if we apply this to our instance, If I was just talking all day long on YouTube, I'm not going behind the scenes and actually creating something, it wouldn't have no meaningful impact, is what I'm trying to say. So I hope that makes sense. There's your long form answer. Yes, big man. What's up, Pezza? Thank you for joining, bro. Appreciate you. What is your 2-month and 6-month price prediction for SHNT? You know me, bro. I don't really make price predictions, especially on the, on other people's shit. I don't make price predictions. So on my own, I definitely ain't gonna make no price prediction, bro. I could just tell you the pumpamentals, the mechanics, the efforts, and why you might want to consider it, right? And I think that's up for the people to make the price prediction. I don't want to be that guy. Look, I could sit here right now and tell you guys the things you want to hear in terms of price and future and this and that, but I can only sit here and tell you the things that I know for sure is that's happening, right? Which is this, which is these mechanics, which is the utility, which is the first of its kind, the first utility token to be utilized within a public inscription tool, the first ordinal to allow you to inscribe for free. Those are the facts. And I don't want to sit here and just mislead people and thinking, hey bro, yeah man, $1,000 a token. Some people might believe that shit. I don't want to be that guy. I'll just tell you that straight up. All right, so I could easily be that guy, and this thing probably will pump even more, but all I could tell you is I'm pretty confident the success in SHNT and the entire ecosystem, the Sats Hunters Ordinal as well, right? That has massive benefits. Now, the second benefit for that is you're going to get 20% BTC rewards. So the fees that we generate, if you own 3 ordinals, you're going to get 20%, well, a share of that 20%. It's like a pool. So if like 10 people own 3 ordinals or multiple of 3s, that 20% will be dispersed proportionally among those holders, right? But yeah, I'll get to my other points just now. What's up, bro? Noble, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining. ORDI is dumping. Everything's, what goes up must come down at some point. I'm correct. Bro, I did a video on ORDI. By the way, I got into ORDI in a Discord chat at about 4.5 cents, 0.047 cents in a Discord chat. When you go to BRC20, BRC20.io, right, the coin market cap for BRC20 coins, it had no price. It had no market cap. It was early. So yeah, we didn't mint ORDI, but we did mint all the other OG tokens at the time. Memes, Pepe, etc., Sats as well. But not ORDI. But I did buy it before it was even had a price attached to it on these publications. So that was pretty cool there. So imagine those gains. Imagine those gains, bro. 4.5 cents divided by whatever the heck the price is right now. What is that freaking math? What is the price right now anyways? Bro, I gotta do that right now. So let's just say, what's the price? Let's just say it's $70. 1,555x? I can live with that. So anyways, yeah. Come back to the chat. Smash the like buttons, guys. Appreciate that. Car session. Anthony says, yo, would there be any staking for SHNT in the future? So when it comes to staking, I was just talking about pushing the limitations of Bitcoin. When it comes to staking, that's very hard to do on the BRC20 standard. Maybe there won't be an official staking, but we'll figure out ways to not bend the rules, but to be innovative. Okay, like we were innovative with the transfer inscription. But we have something up our sleeve that's like staking that we can incorporate, but we don't want to reveal anything just yet. But yeah, definitely something like that could be a possibility. Cool. More people are joining. If you guys are now joining, I do highly recommend you rewind back the stream and see what we were talking about. We're talking about the pumpamentals for SHNT BRC20 token. We have demand, we have stability, and we have this deflationary aspect. That is what is needed for a trifecta effect to make the pumpamentals do its thing, ladies and gentlemen. The demand is going to easily, well, as exactly it's self-explanatory, drive demand. You're going to need something to get what you want, and we're going to incentivize you with a 60% discount. Don't use your Bitcoin. Use this shitcoin, okay? Once we get those coins, those tokens, right, we're going to burn 75% of them. So instead of adding more into circulation, we're taking more out of the circulation. And furthermore, the people, to get more benefits from their inscribing, we're going to give them 10 to 20 to 30% discounts. 10, 20, and 30% discounts by just hodling it. So you're not giving us that, you're just holding the SHNT, and you're getting these discounts on something that you're going to have to use in the ordinal space. There's no way around this. If you want to make gains in the ordinal space, you have to inscribe. You're going to have to inscribe to get into the next hot mint, unless you go buy it from the market. But, you know, if you're buying from the secondary market, you're not really maximizing your full potential on profits because you're not getting it at the grassroots. So you can do that too, but come on. You know, we're all about the best price possible here. How and where to buy SHNT? Somebody could drop her the link for that. That is on Unisat. FM Crypto says, hi, how you doing, FM Crypto? Thank you for joining. Next 100X, well, let me just tell you something right now, bro. They don't call me Mr. 100X for no reason. Oh, actually, you know what? That's so 2020. The new name is Mr. 1000X. I'm joking. Okay, what else do we got here? Any other questions, guys? 100% agree. You motivate me, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the nice comment there. KY Effect. Is this a question? Please, I really need the beginner guide video. I really don't understand it. The more I ask, the more I get confused. Okay, what is your first question then? Ask me right now. Let me try to simplify this for you. Holy crap, I can't talk today. Got a little stuffy nose too, though. Are you in the GTA? Yes, sir. I'm in Caledon. Ulrich, what's up, Ulrich? Thank you for joining. I have direct connect to CEO. CEO of what? You realize teeth will take BRC through the roof, right? Maybe. I don't know. You just got some free promo right there, too. How much you made with SHNT? Well, first of all, SHNT was deployed by our team. Okay? So, if you don't understand BRC20 tokens, there was no pre-sale. Okay? I'll repeat this again. There was no team tokens. It's a fair mint, and it's first come, first serve. Okay? Right? So those 4 points are out the way. Now, in order for anybody to get this, you have to go and inscribe it on the blockchain, which means you're paying the miners. So if anything, it's the miners' coin. They made most of the money off of SHNT. Okay? So they're making money off of that. And secondly, we even allowed, when we made the announcement, the community heard it, and we gave them pretty much half a day or one full night to mint it first. And when 55% or so of SHNT was minted out, the team decided to go mint. So not only out of those 4 points, which are pretty damn cool and fair, we made it even more fair by letting them start to mint it first before us. Right? And then we made an announcement on YouTube, and even more people came in. So the community got way more than us, bro. We decided now to use this as our utility token for this beautiful ecosystem that we just created in a space that's lacking tremendous amount of functionality and value. That's why our slogan is, the Sat Hunter slogan is, where value meets utility in every inscription. The value is the competitive fees, and the utility is all the things we just discussed. And those things are tied into one. It's a beautiful thing. It truly is. What's the next big hit? Oh, sorry, what's the hidden gem? The next hidden gem? We're talking about it right now, girl. What do you think I'm talking about? Some shit over here? We talk about the next gem right now. Okay, what we got here? And yes, I bought SHNT on ORDI thanks to you. There you go. A lot of people gone to ORDI at, say, about $1, 20, 30, 40, 50 cents because of me. A lot of people gone to ORDI even before that as well. A lot of people gone to BRC20 mints because of me. Sats, all these things, but that's fine and all. What I say is this. I don't really like to dwell too much into the past. It's good to remember those things, but the beautiful thing about this space is there's always the next big thing around the corner. There's always a next big opportunity right around the corner. So, you know, like I say, the rear view mirror is much smaller than the windshield. Let's look forward on the past. But I appreciate you, though. Thank you for mentioning that. And, you know, if I had an ego, it'll be easy for me to absorb these things, but I don't. So, but I appreciate it. Thank you. You know, we're on to bigger and better things, greener pastures over here, so to speak. So let's keep on, you know, trucking along. What we got here? 1 USD SHNT is inevitable. Well, yeah, that's like not even hard to attain, to be honest. What we at right now, about 12 cents, 11 cents, some 10 cents, something like that. And we don't even have the damn product out right now. So yeah, again, people are just seeing that why are we almost in this bubble right now? We're in this bubble right now because it's oversaturated with crap. It's oversaturated with people telling you to get into, you know, these fucking pixel-looking animals, like turtles and frogs and fucking monkeys. I never thought the day would come when grown-ass men, 45-year-old men, will be rocking fucking frogs and monkeys on their freaking social media profile pic, bro. That's crazy, right? Holy shit. Like, people are talking about how they're changing the culture with LGBTQT, and we're slowly going down that path. But what about, like, these grown-ass men putting fucking turtles on their damn profile pic, bro? That's a weird thing, too. I'm just saying, bro. That's just me. So, you know, like, I always try to learn from past experiences, and Ethereum, right, NFTs should be your reference point to your past experience. And what happened to that? That was a big bubble. And what's a bubble? A bubble is something that has, it's surrounded with hype, and it's about to pop. And at its core, it's pretty empty, right? So all I'm saying is, man, I just don't want the ordinal space to go down that same path. Now, the ordinal space has something very unique and different. You know, you could talk about the rare sats. Like, for me, that is extremely valuable. Why? Because imagine this, guys. Imagine this. What's the closest you could ever get to Satoshi Nakamoto? And by the way, on our inscription tool, we allow you to find your own rare sats. We allow you to inscribe your own rare sats, or to sell your own rare sats. Now, well, what we saw earlier in the market was a lot of people were selling you the rare sats for you to go and sell after that. Which means what? Your profits are being slashed. Now you can find your own damn thing in your wallet, right? If you had a node, you could have done it and have some other technical, you know, know-how. But we are streamlining that for you as well. And also, we own sathunter.com, which is a key industry term in the industry, right? We paid some good money for that. So we're very serious in what we're doing here. Once again, the slogan, where value meets utility in every inscription. It's all about the people. You know, I like, look, I don't want to call out names here, but, you know, there is a service provider out there, and what they were doing is, they're doing some fucked up shit, bro. Listen how fucked up this is. People would pay on this particular public inscription tool with their Bitcoin. They get their BRCs, they get their images, whatever they're inscribing, and obviously you're paying in Bitcoin. But little do people know, they are giving away these Satoshis that had uncommon sats in it that's worth like $350, $400, whatever. The older, the better. One even sold, I think, at like, was it almost a Bitcoin? Half a Bitcoin? Madness! Madness! People were unknowingly doing this, bro. And you know what these guys would do? These motherfuckers, they would be selling you back it on their website. So you'll go and inscribe, pay with your Bitcoin. They will now see the Bitcoin. They will know, oh shit, this guy just paid with an uncommon sat. And then right under the same inscription place where you want to inscribe, they tell you, do you want a pizza sat? Do you want a common sat? Do you want a freaking block 9 sat? The same Satoshis that the customers paid this company to get their inscription, they're reselling you your own damn rare sats, brother. Okay? So we are not in the business of selling you rare sats. Okay? We're in the business, and this is part of the business, because we do BRCs as well, and text and all that nice stuff. We are in the business of empowering you to find your own shit to go sell. Big difference around here, okay? Like, that's what we're about. That's our culture. That's very important to understand. And we're talking about Ordinal's bot, for fuck's sake. I'll just see their damn name. It is what it is. You know? So, yeah, man. Where value meets utility in every inscription. And I got something else I want to show you guys in a video. It'll make a lot more sense if I show you guys this in a video. It's called, we got another, I haven't even talked about this feature, bro. Guys, I don't know what it is. I can't even talk properly right now. I'm pretty damn congested, and holy crap, it's fucking up my I feel like Will Smith's son. I got a speech impediment right now. A lisp. What was I going to say? Yeah, so we got another cool feature for our rare sats, guys. I have not even touched up on this once. It's called 24K carat inscriptions, and we have something called gold plate inscriptions. And what you're seeing right now in the market for rare sats, guys, rare sats are selling for mad money. One Satoshi sold for like 3 Bitcoin. That's actually a rare Satoshi. Which was, that one is what again? I think that is the first Satoshi in the difficulty that's mined. So every approximately 2 weeks, there's something called the difficulty, where things change every now and then for the miners. And the first sat in that block is the rare sat. I believe that was the one. And that one sold for about 3 Bitcoin. Okay, don't quote me on the actual rare sat it was, but it was about 3.3 Bitcoin. But for me personally, Block 9 is the most prestigious rare sat out there. Why? Because that's the closest you could ever get to Satoshi Nakamoto. I would love to meet Satoshi, sit down and drink a coffee with a guy or a bear, right? But to know that how I own Satoshis, that was mined by Satoshis, that was in Satoshi's wallet, and he even sent some across to Hal Finney, that's pretty damn cool. That's much better than some random dude who I don't even know. I don't even know his first name, last name, never saw his face, and he's selling me a fucking monkey pick or a frog. See what I'm saying? So, to me, that's valuable, and this is why we were very interested in the rare sat market. And obviously we were the first to show you guys BRC20 tokens here on this platform as well, and I've always been a fungible token guy. You know, launch pads, banking coin with that in the Ethereum DeFi. So all of this just became like this big, full suit inscription tool. We're the first inscription tool to allow you to inscribe rare sats and regular inscriptions as well. So there's just so much going on here. Now, if we go back to what the 24K carat feature is, and, so it's 24K carat solid gold, and then there's something called gold plated. So what mofos will be doing out there is, if you go look at rare sats, what they will do is, like, they'll find a block 9 sat, and they will pretty much put one block 9 in the front, okay, of this inscription, and on the actual block explorer, that's all you see. Now, why is that not good? It's equivalent to having a gold-plated coin, right? Because behind that sat, the remaining Satoshis are junk sats. But you think it's all pretty much freaking rare, when only one is rare, and the remaining 545, because 546 sats makes up an ordinal. And the remaining 545 sats are junk sats, meaningless sats. People don't know this. But the first sat will represent the rare sat, and that's what shows on the block explorer. Okay? So we have a feature that allows you to inscribe all of those sats, the UTXO does, as rare sats. And that's what we call 24K solid gold inscriptions. Would you go to a jewelry store and buy a gold-plated coin? No, because you want that 24K gold. If somebody told you this was, yeah, man, it's 24K carats, and then you go home, and then you go and you freaking scratch it on the wall, and like it rubs off. You're like, what the fuck is this? You just got counterfeit. You got scammed. So that's what was happening out there, bro. People think they're getting like a full ordinal that's friggin' 24K carat gold, but it's not. You're getting 1% of that shit is rare, and the fucking rest behind it is all junk sats. So you guys are getting fucking potentially scammed. I want to say scam, but you're getting misled. You're getting intellectually frauded. They're frauding you. They're tricking you into believing that how this entire thing is rare, but it's not, right? So that's another feature, if that makes sense. Okay, do you have what? No, we don't. Perpetual inverse contracts? No. That's not something that we have. Don't know what the heck that is. I appreciate you taking the time to build this. You're the SHNT. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Any other questions, guys? Thoughts on SEI? I didn't really look into them too much, so would definitely spend some more time on other things once I'm done with my own SHNT K. Yeah, I spent all my cursed inscriptions by accident because Unisat wasn't tracking it. Yeah, so that's another thing. They don't do that. They don't. Yeah. So yeah, guys, listen. There's a huge update happening pretty much right now called the Jubilee update. So I'll be making a video on that as well. Be on the lookout for that. Important things there. You guys are going to be aware. Need to be aware on this because you know your certain assets could be burnt as well, and double spending could be a thing. The Sat Hunter tool, we're going to actually tweak it to implement the Jubilee upgrade. So yeah, we'll definitely be making updates for you guys. Be on the lookout, smash the like buttons. Now let's talk about one last thing here. So back to the whole, so to speak, you know, how do you calculate your profits with BRC20 tokens? Well, pretty much it's on your fees. So if you can reduce your fees, you increase your extras, right? So let's just say you inscribed 1,000 tokens, and just to make the math easy, your total fees cost you $100, right? If you use the SHNT token, I get 60% off the service fees. That can reduce you down to say about 20% overall. So let's just say now, because you're using SHNT, or even more really, you're using SHNT instead of $100 now. Okay, let me do the math here. 1,000 tokens you inscribe. Check this out, guys. Okay, very important. So you inscribed 1,000 tokens, and it was $100. So $100 divided by 1,000 is 10 cents. That now comes up to be 10 cents a pop. Okay, for each token, 1,000 tokens. Now, if you use the SHNT token, that got you down to, let's just say, about, you know, an estimate of, let's put it to, okay, hold on, $60, okay, about that, because you still have minor fees to pay, okay? That's now 6 cents, okay? Let's even put it up even more. Let's just put $70 for fuck's sakes. $70, that's 7 cents. What happens from here now is, the person that paid 10 cents a token, as your multiplier effect kicks in, okay, that goes to, say, the token goes up to from, you know, 10 cents to, I don't know, let's say 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, etc., etc., okay? That person that paid for 10 cents got a 4xer, while you divide that by 7 cents, okay? Okay, let's just say 50 cents. They're making 5x, okay? While you're making 7x. See that? 50 cents divided by 7 cents is 7.1x, opposed to their 10xer. So now you got 3x more than them because you're saving on fees. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I know you can't really understand it, and like I'm in my car and I'm probably spitting everywhere trying to explain this shit. Can't even talk properly today. You know, something's wrong. I got some congestion shit going on. Got a little bit of flu. My son comes back from a daycare, and holy crap, that place got a lot of germs. So yeah. So I hope that makes sense. So now your multiplier effect increases. We all about what? Where value meets utility in every inscription, okay? I'm going to do much better videos in the studio, and you guys will understand this when you see it when the tool's live. And by the way, we're going to be onboarding more people to come test the tool in our second phase after the Jubilee update. As we start to tweak our things in accordance to that, we're going to have more functionality as well because of that, and it is what it is. So I hope that makes sense. I hope I explained this to you guys in a more, I don't know, through a different lens, so to speak. These are the things that we didn't touch upon. I feel as though we were more focused on the ordinal side and not so much the SHNT side. So, what else y'all got for me? What's up, METAFUTURA? That's my guy who built my beautiful metaverse in Sandbox. Go check out METAFUTURA. Go check out metaverselandlord.com. That's my website as well. I need a video on how to buy SHNT. I have never inscribed before, but today I bought SHNT via your Discord. Okay, so you bought over the counter, I guess. Really? So really, I want to practice a practical video. Impractical video recommendations would help. Okay. I do have a good few videos out there on how to buy. So yeah, but that's on Alex Lab, not on, well, on Unisat as well too. So on my channel, if you put how to buy BRC20 tokens, it should definitely pop up. Loving the tool, bro. Proud of your focus. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I guess that's one of our beta testers out there. Do you have a Telegram? We have a Discord. Could somebody drop the Sats Hunters Discord on Mr. Live? That'll be great. So did that make sense? I could do another example for you guys, right? Because remember, we're giving you listen, bro, we're giving you 60% off of the service fees. We're giving you 100% off the service fees. The minor fees, you're still subjected to that. So that's why that math, you're like, oh, well, you know, how does that work? Well, that's how that works, because unfortunately, we can't do nothing, right, about the minor fees. I would love it if the miners accepted SHNT, but they don't. They want Bitcoin, okay? So you still got to pay your miner fee. But let me give you guys another example on how you're going to make more money on your BRC20 mint using the SAT Hunter tool, right? Guys, like, man, I just bring too much value to the market. Like, seriously, it's crazy. Okay, let's do this in bulk. And by the way, as this increases, the bulk inscriptions, your fees increase as well. But guess what? With the 60% discount, or even better, the ordinal, where you get 100% off, now you pay no fees, so your multiplier effect, your gains increases immensely, dramatically, exponentially, okay? So let me break this down. Check this out. So let's do, you're doing 25 inscriptions, okay, bulk inscriptions, okay, and you are trying to get 1,000 tokens. That's easy math. So that's 25,000 tokens, okay? Let's just say your service fees was $500. So $500 divided by 25,000 gives us 2 cents. Okay? Service fees 500. Okay, you're doing 25 inscriptions at 1,000 tokens. That's 25,000 tokens. Okay? So now this person has nothing. They're just paying with Bitcoin. And by the way, nothing's wrong with that on our tool. We already have competitive prices across the industry. Okay? So now you apply your SHNT token discount to this. That's going to estimately give you about, let's just say, let's put it at $375. Okay? Probably more. These are estimates. Now, this is what you're getting. 0.015 per token. Okay? Okay? And the other guy was getting 0.02, guys. Let's do the math. As this token goes up in value, let's just say it goes up to, say, I don't know, let's say it goes to 20 cents. That's a 10 extra for the average guy, right? So 20 cents divided by 2 cents is 20x for the person who didn't use SHNT, who didn't get the discount. Okay. For you, that's an additional 3.3x if you use SHNT. And even better, sorry, did you see that? I know it's kind of blurry, right? Okay? You're going to extra 3.3x. Now, for the person who has the ordinal, oh my God, well, 0 fees, you're going to get probably about 17x on that, maybe 16x. Okay? And I'll definitely break this down for you guys in a future video from the ride. From the studio, not in the ride. Thank you. I'll take my bow now. Hey Francis, are you into SRC20? I'm not, but I'll be making a video on that in the near future. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much. That's all I got for y'all. I don't see any more questions here. Any other questions? Let me know now. Got about 2 minutes. Sorry for the speech impediment today. Holy crap. Freaking congestion. Speech impediment. Will Smith's son, bro. It's funny. Rooting for you, all you mofos who stuck around 2024. Going to be insane. Absolutely. This is the last year, guys, for you to make money for your family. Generational wealth. This is the last year, guys, for us retail investors to make silly gains before institutions come and fuck it up. Okay? They're going to swallow it. They're going to harness it. They're going to monopolize it. They're going to centralize it as much as they can and fuck it up like they did the real world. Okay? So make sure you got bell notifications on. Okay? I'm putting my best foot forward here, and I'm bringing you guys along the ride. Okay? We're not just talking about BRCs. We're talking about the entire landscape of what the market got to offer. Whether that's DeFi, that's layer 2s, that's freaking metaverse, whatever the hell. Wherever the money's at, I'm going to sniff it out. I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to present it to y'all. That's what I do best. Okay? So, yeah. It's going to be an exciting year, and we got to bank that coin. Okay, so this is something here. Unisat, easiest to buy. Sounds complicated. It's not. Okay, yeah, so you're telling them on how to buy. Cool. Unisat is your best option, Wisher. Go to Unisat. Alex Lab, there's not much liquidity there. Haven't checked it out. And it's just a better experience. You're going to destroy Bitcoin on Unisat. Make another snow angel. Yeah, exactly. You remember that, eh? Yeah, definitely do that, guys. Yeah, what can I say? I think that's it, guys. Appreciate y'all, and be on the lookout for the next video, okay? So until then, you're on your own. Later.